What's one of the dumbest things you've ever spent money on? Chef Boyardee beefaroni. One summer, because I was hella bored, I bought some Chef Boyardee beefaroni and put it in my friend's mailbox as a prank. He didn't find it, but his parents did, and they asked their neighbors who did it. He suspected me at first, but I managed to get him off of my tail. Now our neighborhoods were fairly close to each other, so I could be over there in a 50-minute walk. Every night, I walked up to their neighborhood. Walking anywhere at 2 AM is creepy as hell, but the Boyardee bandit does not stop for demons, and put a can of beefaroni inside their mailbox. After about a month, they call the police to find out who's putting beefaroni in their mailbox. Luckily the police really didn't care that much, and just told them to get a camera, which they eventually did. Meanwhile, my friend is telling me all of this from his perspective. Right, so I usually know what they do before I strike. So I start covering my face, and pretend to hunch over. I have no idea where this camera is, so I can never be too careful. They call the cops again and give them a profile. And now the cops are looking for a crippled beefaroni bandit. After a solid 3 months of this one of the baggers at the store gets word somehow and starts getting suspicious because he sees me buying tons of beefaroni. He confronts me. I tell him the truth, and I shit you not, he starts helping me beefaroni my friend's house. We're putting it all over, hiding it in the lawns, porch, fence, you name it. Halloween rolls around, and I dress up as Chef Boyardee. I go to my friend's house and say, "Your daily subscription to Chef Boyardee beefaroni has ended. Would you like to renew?" I hear laughter in the background, and it's the store clerk. Turns out he recently started dating best friend's sister, and that's how he heard. Truth be told, I don't think I've ever been punched harder than when my friend found out. Good times. We still laugh about it from time to time. When I was like 14, I bought a pack of intentionally mismatched socks that were really expensive. Like only one of each pattern. Could have bought twice as many normal socks and just mismatched them myself. I did this too, but to make it worse, I bought 2 packs so that I could match them. This is some galaxy brain right here. When I went on a school field trip to Washington DC, back in middle school, I bought a $2 bill at a souvenir shop for $20. I've gotten those at banks. Just give them $2 $1 and they'll give you a $2 bill. Life hacks. I bought a timeshare. Winner. I was drunk and bought Monster Ballads off an infomercial, and I paid an extra $20 for rush delivery because I was drunk and needed it ASAP, and it showed up a month later. I've always wanted to meet someone who bought music off an infomercial. This is a big thrill for me. My sister bought one of those, now that's what I call music CDs. Actually had some cool tunes on it and played it on our stereo. Then Napster and LimeWire kicked in, and we couldn't give a single F about it. A copy of Cory in the House for the Nintendo DS, except for $30 in 2019. Edit. Math gang antics involved. I was just a few weeks out of basic training and bought one of those family lineage with the shields on it and description. I blew 500 or so bucks just to find out it wasn't even accurate. I spent $40 one of those amusement park booths where you had to throw darts at balloons. For some reason, I picked out this really ugly 7-foot tall frog stuffed animal. It's in the corner of my closet and still scares me when I'm half awake in the morning. I bought a make-it-yourself music box with a series of cards to punch out the notes and then insert so you can play whatever tune you want. Thought I could make my girlfriend a special gift. Then I realized that I can't read music, and when I tried to punch it by ear, it sounded bloody awful. Edit. You see, this is why I love Reddit so much. A whole heap of helpful messages and comments, and just 6 hours later, I can now make something that is vaguely recognizable. Here you go, Reddit. You earned this. Thanks everyone. I once went to a novelty thrift shop that had a ton of random ended up spending $10 on a framed picture of Count Dooku, Darth Sidious, and Jango Fett from Star Wars. Since my girlfriend thought it was funny, the frame recently broke, and I found out after seeing the back of the picture, it was from a calendar when Attack of the Clones came out. Someone just cut this picture out of an old calendar, put it in a frame, and my dumbass voluntarily spent $10 on it. I'd had a few drinks, TGIF, and wandered into a Williams-Sonoma store in a state of euphoria. There I saw a special edition KitchenAid stand mixer, made in bronze. That was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. It was on sale for $999. Naturally, I bought it, but because I'm a single guy who doesn't bake, it's just taking up much needed counter space. The blanket that makes you look like a giant burrito. It was super thin and of poor quality, not to mention not big enough to cover me. Now I'll never look like a burrito. There was this guy named Don LePray, who sold money making kits, like how to make money with classified ads. I think I invested about $350 and received literally nothing of value. I was young and being stupid. Looked him up tonight to remember how to spell his name. Turns out he killed himself with a razor blade while in jail in 2011. I was pretty high one night and bought a pull net handle, one of the 16-foot metal ones, in order to turn off the living room lights from the couch. A 155 pack of condoms. A week after I had a vasectomy. Complete brain dead moment. I was 11, and my dad gave me $50 to spend at the mall. So, I wandered into a gift shop and spent it all on an electronic vibrating oinking pink pig. I never played with it after I brought it home. Tried to return it, only to be offered store credit. You taught your father a valuable lesson in financial responsibility. Got drunk and started ordering ninja gear off of Amazon and forgot about it until it showed up like a week later. Swords, nunchucks, a suit, and mask.